Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Did it work the first time? I don't know. It wasn't letting me rotate my screen the long way. It wanted me to go the short way, and then you like miss most of the screen. But hopefully you can all hear the audio now. And yeah, we're about 3 minutes away at this point. Almost time, almost go time. You're gonna record. All right, we got 45 of you on. That's good. Oh, here we go. There's another tester. Hey, Evan. Yeah, it was great meeting you earlier. Hope you're having a blast and you found a good spot. If not, hope you're enjoying the live stream from the room here. So 2 minutes until fireworks. I'm going to point this down. That's all the crowds down there lined up at the street level for this. They're just kind of jamming in anywhere they can go. And I don't blame them. But we got the best shot right here. You're going to see it. It is a zoo. I am super glad that we're in the room. You're not late, Yana. Hasn't started yet. It's just about to. Sorry to name drop you. No worries. Happy 4th of July, but it was nice meeting you earlier. All right, going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. Just about. I know. I hate crowds too, Carfox. It's way too much down there. This is so much nicer. It's just about to start. We're less than a minute away now. You can tell because the lights are off at Caesars. Well, I'm glad it was a good freak out. Let's see. Just about. I got 9 o'clock on my Apple Watch, so it's got to start any moment now. It's a 9 o'clock show. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Beautiful. Marvelous. Happy 4th to everyone. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're spending some good time with family. And we got a good shot of the fireworks right now. Not too loud in the room. It is just perfect, actually. Wow. Golden age of America starting. Well, there were some gold fireworks to go along with that. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I like when they sparkle like that. Nice. Ooh, there we go. Amazing. So for those who follow us, Mrs. Explorer is just recording on her phone just to get some footage for Facebook. We'll post some later. Of course, this should post on our YouTube channel for anybody who missed it. And Evie Jr. is just playing his iPad in the background. Seems oblivious to the fireworks. But this is definitely a nice front row seat in the peace and quiet. Nice. I love a good fireworks show in Las Vegas. Caesar's the only hotel on the Strip to light off fireworks. Then downtown, the Plaza Hotel lights them off on Fremont Street. And then locally, some of the station casinos do it. But nothing beats watching them on the Strip, for sure. Hey, Jim. Thanks for joining us from the VA hospital in North Las Vegas. Thank you to everybody else who joined us. If you're watching right now, if you can hit that like button, it'll help us out a lot. We can even, you can't see this on the live stream, but the fountains are going too. Good timing, I guess. What hotel are we at? We are at the Flamingo. We're on the 25th floor in one of their Flamingo rooms. Strip view, of course. This is really the way to do it. I was saying a little earlier on the live stream, when we try to go down to the street level and film it, the cell signal gets jammed, and then the live stream gets interrupted, and it's all like wobbly. You just can't do it live on the Strip itself. Even for New Year's, it doesn't work. You need to be up higher like we are. Oh yeah, we were at the Go pool for a little bit, at least I was today, and it is super loud. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Katrina. It's our pleasure to do this live. Oh no, so you had somebody by the English Hotel looking? Well, hopefully they'll get a look at Caesars and also the Plaza. And then in the outskirts of town, Red Rock and Green Valley Ranch are doing fireworks as well. Thank you, Rachel. Pretty incredible show for sure. It's interesting you say that, Carfox. I couldn't help but think I felt like the Go pool should have been a little better than it was. I expected more than it actually was. It wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be, being they were renovating it. It was super loud. There are a lot of little pools around it. The main pool is, yeah, it's a swampy mess. It's a good way to put it. For sure. Wow, this is a good fireworks show. It did seem a lot bigger, the Go pool, than it is now. Oh, our pleasure, Salzano. Glad we could help. LC, our view is from the Flamingo Hotel, 25th floor. You know, if you have a strip view room in most hotels, you won't get this view. The only reason we know about it is because we live here and we've done it a few times. We kind of learned for a while. So we kind of learned this is where you got to go, the Flamingo facing Caesar's Palace. Oh, thank you, Baby Mouse. Appreciate it. Definitely an awesome show. So our son, our 5-year-old son, Evie Jr., made his way over to the window and is finally watching. He finally realized it. Oh, thank you, David, for tuning in. Kathleen, this is the Flamingo is mid-strip. The MGM is kind of towards the beginning on the south end, so maybe 6, 7 hotels over, somewhere along the lines of that. Whoops, still going, still going. Did the elevator stop at the 11th floor? No, not really. The elevator seems to stop over and over again. It's crazy. Oh, thank you, Elsie, for tuning in. Absolute favorite buffet, Ryan, is right now is the Wynn. It's our best overall pick. It operates every day. They have a huge carving station and a ton of seafood. So that would be my overall pick, or my number one in Vegas. Other than that, if you can find your way into the Sunday brunch buffet at Anthony's Prime at the M Resort, that's a really good one too, but it's really hard to get in there. I would still stick with the Wynn and say Wynn is best. The Bacchanal at Caesars is about number 2. Boom, yeah, lots of booms. Aloha, Jane. Happy 4th of July. Thompson, happy 4th. The Palm Seafood Buffet is really good. Hard to get a reservation. Although I will say, if you go to the Palms, buy the Las Vegas Advisor book, then you get a 2-for-1 coupon for the Palms. So $50 for the book and then an $80 discount. Worth it. But, oh, thank you, Rachel. We'll definitely keep our videos coming. The Palms is up there, usually around our number 3 or so. Nobody else does whole lobster like them, that's for sure. Wow, loving this fireworks show. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, thank you, Sean. Happy 4th to you as well. Hi, Shannon. Aw, thank you, Shannon. Whole family is here today. Last year I did this one without them, but this year we're all together. They're just kind of quiet in the background because we're live streaming. The Julius Tower, yeah. That shorter tower in the middle there. Aw, thank you, Thompson. Yes, the happy dance, Shannon. For New Year's, we had a room inside Caesar's Palace in the Augustus Tower that was almost right where the fireworks were being lit off from. Sean, yeah, he's liking the fireworks. For Mrs. Evie to make some of her YouTube videos, she's on a little pause on her other channel right now. Maybe in the future. Hey, Paul's Gaming and Slot channel. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, you have a slots channel. We'll have to subscribe to you too. Do we do any gambling in Vegas? Mrs. EV, not so much. She'll do a little bit on camera, like make little funny shorts. I do play the slot machine sometimes, and here and there the tables, but not very often. And I haven't done any content like that though. Maybe in the future we'll start a slot channel. It seems like everybody else does that. Oop, I think this is the finale coming. My favorite slot machines? Let's see, I like the Dragon Links, but I don't like the Phoenix Links. The new Phoenix Links are terrible. Oh wow, look at this, look at this. Oh, that was it. You could actually, in the room, we could actually hear the crowd cheering below. Have I ever been on the roller coaster in New York, New York? I have, but many, many years ago. One day I want to ride it again, and I want to like wear my little camera and my GoPro and film it. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Yana.
Oh my god, the link promenade is like jam-packed.
Oh yeah, the promenade is like jam-packed down there. Now I can move it and zoom in and show you all.
People walk back now.
That's the promenade down there. And this is all of like Caesar's Palace. Way out there by the fountains.
Look, the entrance.
Jam-packed.
The valet.
Here in the valet, jam-packed. Now I remember when I was out on the strip last, trying to cross this bridge over on the top left side of the screen there. That was like a nightmare back in the day when I was down there. But yeah, holy cow. It is tough to be out at the street level. So like if you're down there in the Link Promenade down there, or actually no, the first time I tried to do it on the strip, I was out there over by the fountains, and my room was at the Flamingo. And it took me like an hour and a half to get from there back to my room.
No elevator available.
Oh yeah, the elevator's really tough. Yeah, super packed out there. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, I would not want to be out there right now. Wow, wow, wow. Well, the lights are back on at Caesars. Let's see, I'm going to zoom out so you can see it. Actually, I'm going to lower this so you can kind of look down now and see the the mayhem on the strip.
My God,
Sorry for that jolt, everyone.
people walk from Caesar to Bellagio. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's the aftermath of the fireworks. Is that jam-packed mess? It actually looks like they're trying to outtake each other walking into the street. That's nuts. This is an iPhone 15, actually. You see how they're like they're actually like in the street down there. Pretty dangerous. I don't think I would do that. Just me. World War Z zombies, sure. Crazies. That's all I could say. There's the fountains. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's take you back down this area here. All those people. This is why it's better to be here on the 25th floor with us than it is to be there. Crazy mayhem. Sorry, a little wobbly right now because I'm freehanding it. But there they are. Wow. No, thank you. The Eiffel Tower restaurant. The food's decent. It's nothing. If you're like a foodie or something like that, and you want like a really amazing food experience, you're probably not going to get it there. But it's more, the Eiffel Tower restaurant is more the experience of sitting in there and having the beautiful view of the strip. What I don't like about the Eiffel Tower restaurant is if you want one of those nice window seats, they charge you additional money to reserve it. I think it's something like $40, $50 a person to reserve those tables. And that money that you spend reserving the table does not go towards the bill. That's just the fee to sit at that table. So not a huge fan of that, but I've eaten there a couple of times. It's beautiful inside of there, and the food's okay. I mean, it's good. It's definitely higher quality food, but not what I would say if you're a foodie that I would run there. It's kind of the same with like the Stratosphere. The food really isn't that spectacular in the top of the Strat restaurant, but the views are amazing. So it's worth a try at some point to go in there for sure. But would I say like that's the place to go? Definitely not. Here's one I would say I almost never recommend is restaurants like this. Like that right there. Hell's Kitchen. Most of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants are pretty overrated. Is the food good? Yeah, the food's good. Is his beef Wellington worth $80 a plate? Probably not. To sit there and really eat, like you're like $250 a person to eat a decent meal, like have everything at Hell's Kitchen. I wouldn't. It's you try it once and then that's it. That's the deal. After that, you move on. We go to some of the steakhouses in hotels that are off strip, and we find that you have pretty good experiences there, and the prices are like slashed in half. Like we just put a video out at the Orleans Hotel, the Alder and Birch, their steakhouse there. Wonderful service, wonderful food, half the price of a steakhouse on the Strip. Way better deal to go to a steakhouse like that. There's a steakhouse that everybody loves. It's the Golden Steer. Everybody talks about that. Hard to get a reservation. Very, very expensive. Is the food good? Absolutely, the food's good. Waiting 4 months to get in there? I don't know. I don't know if it's that good. But it's definitely great if you can get in there. And then that's an experience in itself as well. It's the same type of thing. You have like this steakhouse where all these mafioso people used to eat dinner, and you're eating there. It makes it kind of an amazing restaurant. Okay, so Rachel, you're thinking about what I did. The food's good, but the experience is really what it's about at the Eiffel Tower restaurant. Delis. Let's see. Oh, a good deli that is right down the road from Resorts World is called Siegel's Bagel Mania. They have like all these really good deli sandwiches there. You'll get a really good corned beef sandwich as well. Lots of bagel sandwiches for those of you on the East Coast, like in New York, who like a good bagel sandwich. I'm a former New Yorker, so I know about those. That would be one of my favorite picks for a nice, good deli. Greenberg's Deli is a good one. Trying to think, what's another couple of good delis? Oh, the deli, yeah, the deli in New York Hotel is good. Of course, in the New York Hotel. Although the pizza in the New York Hotel, it's not really New York pizza, it's just Vegas's version. Oh yeah, Saginaw and Circa is a good one too. Yep. Bagel Mania is just one of my favorites. It's expensive though. And Bagel Mania is kind of like a New York bagel place, but it's owned by some folks from California. And the prices are like California. They're not like New York food prices. New York food is so cheap. When I went back to New York a few years ago, I can go in the Chinese restaurants there and get a full meal, and it's still like 10, 12 bucks. Here, like the same meal is like 20 bucks. Even off strip, you know, like in the local places, it's still more expensive. The food's so much better in New York, the Chinese and the pizza. The best pizza place that I had used to recommend was this place in Henderson, which is like 20 minutes from the Strip, called Napoli's Pizza. And then they closed. I know they have a couple more locations. I don't know if the other locations are as good though. But it's kind of disappointing. Vegas is cheaper now? Oh no. That is a bummer. Yeah, but your pizza and Chinese is still better over there. We can't, no matter what we're going to do, we're never going to duplicate it. It's just not possible. Kind of a little shot of the fountains back there. I guess the show ended. Don't eat the bread. He's right. The water quality is better in New York. Well, I mean, they say that's what makes the pizza there, is the New York water. All right, if I'm in New York, you having a slice of pizza, I'm going to eat the bread there. It's going to happen. But here in the buffet, no, don't eat the bread. Unless, of course, you go to this place we just went to last time, the Guy Fieri brunch. Everything they served was bread. There was there was like no meat there. There was 7 options for $20. 2 of them were salad. One of them was like a breakfast plate with eggs and sausage and all that. Okay, that was non-meat. And everything else was bread. It's really disappointing, actually. But I guess, you know, $20 on the Strip, that's a pretty good price. Pretty good price for bread and salad. Oh man. Let's see. We got another buffet video coming out Thursday. It's one actually. The buffet video coming out Thursday is one we haven't filmed before, because a lot of the buffets we review in town, they're like, like we're just doing an update video because there's only so many now. But yeah, we got a new one. We got a new one for you on Thursday. Let's see. Then we have, after that, we have a video that's going to have a few restaurants showcased in it coming out in the next couple of weeks. We're going to do a little bit of traveling, and we'll film some buffets where we go. Well, I don't know if they'll be as good where we're going, but we're doing a little bit of traveling, and yeah, we will get a buffet or two filmed where we're going. So that should be fun for sure. For those of you who like the buffet videos, even if you're not coming here to eat them. It is still busy down there. It's thinning out a little bit, but man. Hot and muggy in Cali? Yep. Sounds about right. Yeah. Less people now, but they're still like pretty crowded down there. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, still really crowded down there. Yana, you're only coming to Vegas because of our buffet videos? Too many kids in Vegas anymore. There actually were a lot of kids out there as I was walking the strip. I was walking the strip last night. I played slots for a little while and lost my money very quickly. So I decided to stop doing that because it wasn't working. And I just started walking down the strip to take some pictures and video, because we have a Facebook page also, and we just post a lot of pictures of Vegas on there. And we also post links to our videos on there too. But even like at nighttime last night, I was out. I didn't come home and back to my room until almost, well, I think a little after midnight. And at like 10 o'clock at night, there was still a bunch of kids walking around with their families. I was kind of surprised at that. You would have thought like kids would be kind of tucked in by that point. I mean, my kid's a little younger, but I mean, I was out walking. My wife was in the room with little man, and I mean, he's not walking around at night out there. So it was a little surprising to see that many young folks walking around with their families. I guess nobody pays for the sitter anymore. They just bring the kids with them. I don't know what they do if they do want to gamble. Do they just turn the lights off and sneak out, or I don't know how they handle it. There was nothing for the kids to do in 1968. Well, when did all this start happening, right? Like in the 90s, right? That's when they started building hotels that were like family friendly. That's when like, Treasure Island with the pirate show that is no more, and Excalibur, the castle and all that. Arflet, you want me to say my catchphrase? All right, don't eat the bread. How about nobody makes me peel my own shrimp? Don't eat the bread. That's better. So the Mirage, the guitar shaped hotel they're building. It's about 4 stories or so built on that already. It's moving along. Have I ever had the 1999 prime rib from Siegel's 1941 at El Cortez? I have not had that special. I know that's hard to believe. But I was thinking about, and maybe you all can tell me if it's something we should do. I was thinking about making like a prime rib specials, like all the prime rib specials around town, like making a video about that. Vikings. Oh yeah, we want to go to Vikings and try that seafood boil. I try to reach out to the owners there because when we go film like in a buffet on the strip, we just go. We go, and we pay most of the time. Even when we're not on the strip, we just pay for our food, and that's that. We don't care. But when we're in the hotels, we just go and film. Like I don't really reach out to anybody and ask for permission because I'm not like filming the gambling. I suppose if I ever started like a slots channel, then I would try to reach out to them and get permission so that they wouldn't like the security guards wouldn't stop me. But when we go to restaurants off strip, I do like to at least let them know that we'd like to come and film because here and there, like you'd think most places want you to go in there because it's marketing for them, but some places will actually they're scared of the influencers because some of them will really beat you up bad sometimes, and they'll like ask you to stop filming like right in the middle of filming when you go to a place unannounced. So I like to at least let them know I'm coming. And like I said, we rarely have a situation where they just invite us. Although we did have the invite to the Orleans from Boyd Gaming, but we rarely like have those sorts of invites. And I think that's better because then really you're more at liberty to say, hey, this isn't good. Although I still would say it. You don't feel as uncomfortable saying it is probably the best way to put it when you just go in and pay. And really the big hotels like Caesars, as big as our channel is, it's probably not big enough for them, so they couldn't care to comp us anyway. The strip is about as cheap to us as they are to everybody else. And that's fine. I don't care. We have fun with what we do, so we're good either way. Shrimp causes gout, huh? Yeah, shrimp. What shrimp. It's shellfish, like even like lobster and crab. If you eat it all day, every day, and there's a ton of cholesterol in that too, so you can't win. Hi, UJ. Happy 4th. Thanks for watching from South Dakota. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, the fireworks already happened. They happened at 9 o'clock. I don't want you to think they're coming up when they're not. The fireworks show was at 9 o'clock. It was about maybe 12, 13 minutes long or so. When we end this live stream, I'll make sure it gets uploaded so folks can go back and view it. But it already happened, so if you're joining in, sorry to say you did miss it. But definitely hang out and join us anyway. Hi Andrew, happy 4th from New York City. I was born and raised in New York, not in the city, very close, Long Island, and Valley Stream, which is like very close to Queens. Moved out here in 2002 to Las Vegas and haven't ever thought about moving back. I think I don't like the winters in New York. Let's see, back then there was only one bus line. Oh my goodness. The buses are everywhere now, the public buses. The buses here, pretty cheap and accessible. I know the bus on the strip, I think it's $4 for one ride, or $8 for like a day pass, something like that, and then a 3-day pass is, I don't remember what the 3-day pass is, but it's not too much more than that. Well, for $8 to have unlimited on and off the bus here on the strip, that's a pretty good deal. You'll pay more than that in one Uber ride. So, and it runs nonstop. It'll take you to Fremont, pretty much everywhere. Well, I used to live in Queens and now out to Staten Island, huh? Happy 4th from. Thanks for joining us from South Dakota. Happy 4th. Oh yeah, you need like blackout curtains in your house to keep the heat out for the most part. Hi, Maria. I sure can say that. Hi, Maria. So from Queens to Staten Island. Wow, that's awesome. Either way, you still got access to good pizza. Solo on the strip, you can pretty much do about anything. Um, I mean, you can eat pretty much anywhere you want to eat, or if you don't want to sit in the restaurants, pretty much every restaurant here has some to-go option, and you can take it, order it to go, and take it to the room. If you don't want to eat solo in the restaurants, me, the few times ever I've been solo, I was like, whatever, I don't care. There's no shame in that at all. You can zip line. Actually, the zip line. I'm going to turn the camera. Hi, Maria de la Cruz. This is the Link zip line right over here. And you can do that. There's another zip line on Fremont Street. These are good solo activities if you're into zip lining. They have these. They have this thing called Cartzilla. It's a giant shopping cart. You can ride it up and down the strip, and that's pretty fun. You get some good pictures. The fountains at the Bellagio, the conservatory is always beautiful. The flower display, they have the summer display up right now. It's a good thing to do. If you just want to meet some people, if you're in Vegas solo, then go to some of the clubs. Every hotel here has got a club. There's a really cool club in Red Rock that's off strip that I used to like to go to. Tao and the Palazzo is a good one. So lots of stuff for solos. Annabelle de la Cruz. Nick, thanks for tuning in. The fireworks already happened. Hi, Haley. The fireworks already happened. They lit off at 9 o'clock. And it was about 12 minutes long. When we end the live stream, we'll upload it so you can click on it and see it. And they were at Caesar's Palace, but you did miss them. Sorry about that. Let's see. The wife is here. She was watching the fireworks, filming the fireworks, and now she's kind of relaxing with Junior on the side. They're here. Oh, she's uploading some of the videos she took of the fireworks onto Facebook. So if anybody wants to get another quicker view of the fireworks, just check out our Facebook page in a couple of minutes. She'll get everything uploaded there for you. She said, I just got some clips. That's it. All right, George. Well, thanks for tuning in. Well, we just like to see the fireworks on the strip. Nothing beats it. I know if somebody said they were on here in the Enterprise area. That's kind of like a little close to where the South Point is. And you can hear the fireworks nonstop. You're gonna you're gonna hear fireworks all over town. People keep lighting them off. Melissa. Oh, I'm sorry to hear the fireworks got rained out where you are, Melissa. The fireworks already happened here. It happened at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we will upload this live feed, so you'll be able to see the ones from here. Or if you flip over to our Facebook page, my wife uploaded to our Facebook page some shorter clips of the fireworks, so you get a little bit of a view of it and see how it was. But this live stream will have it in a little bit. The world's largest In-N-Out should be more like an avocado. They're building a really huge In-N-Out on the Strip. It's like across from the Aria Hotel. There's a new mall over there, like Boulevard Mall over there. And on the very top floor, that's supposed to be like a giant In-N-Out burger. Otherwise, there's actually one downstairs from where we are. We're in the Flamingo Hotel. There's one right downstairs in the Ling Promenade. And I would highly recommend, if you're looking for a casual burger, to go to In-N-Out Burger. Because last night when we got into the Flamingo, even though we're locals, we kind of just wanted to get here and check in and be settled in here. And we weren't going to go eat anything fancy. We went to the food court downstairs in the Flamingo. And I didn't even want a burger, honestly, but so I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich at Johnny Rockets, and my wife just got a chicken tenders and shared it with Junior. So we had a chicken sandwich, chicken tenders. Wife got a shake, and I got a can of coconut water. And those 4 items were $82 in the food court. Isn't that like insane? Like, I cannot believe they would charge so much. Then of course they want you to tip them, you know, but which we did, you know. Did you guys look at the real flamingos? We did. I'll post pictures of that on our Facebook page. I did look at the real flamingos. I have some nice pictures of that, a little bit of video of that. So in the upcoming days, I'll get some posted on there. I saw they had some turtles in there too, right across from where the flamingos were. But we still can't get over it was $82 to have dinner in the food court here in the Flamingo. Haven't been to Vegas since October, huh? And you have family here. Joy, yeah, In-N-Out on the Strip charges more, but I still feel like a burger is under $10. I feel like it's $6 or $7. Mrs., you took a picture of that, right? Of the menu at In-N-Out. How much was the burger? Or Mrs. is gonna look that up and see how much the burger was there. Still way cheaper. You could get a couple of burgers and drinks at In-N-Out, and you're probably in for 30 or 40 rather than 82 at Johnny Rockets in the food court at the Flamingo. That was just insane. Yeah. Let's see. How much is the burger? Okay, so a hamburger at In-N-Out in the Ling Promenade is only $4. And a cheeseburger is $4.50. The double was $6.30. So we paid $82. I could have gotten like 3 doubles and still paid a whole lot less than I paid for a chicken sandwich downstairs in the Flamingo food court. Thank you, Mrs. Evie. So that's definitely like my place to eat when I want to be like kind of casual. Although I will say this, next to Casino Royale has a cheap eat inside of there, but then no, JPM, we're not rich. We just got taken for $82 in the food court. That's what it is. That's what makes it such an interesting topic of conversation.
I don't want to walk.
Yeah, we were exhausted and didn't want to walk, so we really paid for the luxury of not walking. Next time I'll walk. Well, today I walked. My son just loves chicken nuggets, and I already knew Johnny Rockets. It's $23. There's a wing store in the same food court downstairs, and I think it's $18 for the wings. I already knew, like, it's this giant ripoff. So what I did is I left the missus and Junior in the room, and then I walked to McDonald's next to Casino Royale. So you take this little route. Flamingo lets you out, like, right in the promenade, cut across the link to the other side where Carnival Court is, and then you're at Harrah's. And then you walk through Harrah's, and as soon as you get to the other side, there's McDonald's. And the McDonald's prices weren't bad. I got a 10-piece nuggets, and it was $7. Pretty good deal. A whole lot better than 18 for three fingers in the food court, or 23 for three fingers from Johnny Rockets in the food court. So I did that today to save some money there. And Panda Express, I got a 2-item combo, and it was 12. I think it was either 12 or 12.50. Not that bad. Maybe it's like $9 off strip. Is Golden Steer on our queue for food reviews? You know, I want to film there, but there's a couple of things. We do know somebody who might be able to get us in there so that we don't have to wait 4 months for the reservation, and they will allow us to film there. So that's not the issue. The issue that we have to figure out is they're okay with us filming, but they don't want us to use lights, and their restaurant is very dark, so we haven't decided if we're going to go there. I really do want to film there, but I'm worried that if we film in there, no one will be able to see it. So I'm not sure. It's still something I'd like to do, but we probably have to work some things out there. Or maybe there's a spot that has more lighting we could sit at when we're there. But yeah, I would like to go there for sure. What are some places you all want us to give reviews on, to go film? I mean, obviously the buffets, but you know, we've been to every buffet in town, and if a new one opens, we find our way there. We're usually before everyone else, and if not, then we're pretty close to before everyone else. Like the one at Resorts World, I don't know if it's Genting Palace or Genting Palace. I've heard it pronounced both ways, but they started a buffet back in December, and it was really kind of dumb luck. We were in there walking around taking pictures, and I just saw a sign for it. So we went back and filmed it, and we ended up being first to do that. Randy, any place with a lot of bread? Well, all the buffets have a lot of bread. They all have a lot of bread because they want you to eat the bread. Oh man, don't eat the bread, Randy. Don't eat the bread, or just eat a little. Don't fill up on it. Yeah. So where should we go? We haven't been to the Bellagio buffet in a while, but I don't know how much really changes over there. The Palms, we just did the lobster a couple of months ago. Got my first hand pay. Oh, you got your first hand pay at South Point. Oh, good for you. What were you playing that you got a hand pay on? I haven't gotten a hand pay in a long time. But then I don't high roller bet. Can't remember what I got a hand pay on. If I've Most of the hand pays I've ever gotten or have been on like video poker. Happy Independence Day. Video poker seems to have better odds. Turn the camera to the left. The streamer. All right, camera's to the left. Not sure what you're looking for, but I moved it to the left. Main Street. We just did that one, Randy. So Main Street Station started serving crab legs at their dinner buffet. They started that maybe a month or so ago. And they didn't raise the price for the buffet either. So Friday and Saturday night only, they do a dinner. And now they're serving snow crab and shrimp cocktail. Still have the prime rib and everything else. And I think it's like $33.99, something like that. If you have the higher tier player card, otherwise it's $36.99.
We did it a month ago.
Did it about a month ago. Oh, that's okay, Randy. No worries. I know you watch them for the most part, and I thank you for it. Yes. What are you saying, Ryan? You see your wife in there? So, Joy, you didn't tell us what did you get the hand pay on? What is this? Hi, Jackie De La Cruz. Hi, Catherine De La Cruz. Junior De La Cruz. Hello to the De La Cruz family. Let's see. We did Main Street Station a month ago. Oh, the M Resort, the Sunday brunch. I know if we could ever get in there. If we could ever get in there, we could do that one. That one is hard. They're booked out for a year. The last time we filmed that was a total surprise. I had been looking online at Open Table to see if there's any reservations or any cancellations. And all of a sudden, like, there was one for like the Sunday coming up, so I just took it. It wasn't even like in the beginning when we normally like to go. It would have just kind of happened, so we snagged it and then filmed it. So that was surprising, but otherwise it's very hard to get in there. Very popular, and it's $100 for that buffet. Thunder Drums. Light and Wonder. Thunder Drums. Have I seen that? I'm trying to think if I've seen that one or not. Not sure on that. Somebody asked me what my favorite machines are. Well, I like video poker just because I feel like there's better odds. But if it's a slot machine, the Dragon Link or the Lightning Links are good. I don't like Phoenix Link. I feel like they're very hard to win on. And the odds on the strip are terrible as it is. It's hard to win in anything, but then that's even harder. As far as table games, I do like craps, but the problem at the strip is that during the day, the best you can get is a $15 minimum. And then at nighttime, it's more like 25 or even 50 a hand. Living here, I just don't have that kind of money to dedicate to gambling, even at 15. Like, there are a few places you can find $5 craps. Otherwise it's mostly $10. But actually, the little bubble craps machines, they have them at the casinos. They're the station casinos. Some of them have it for like $1 minimum. So I love playing that one. That's kind of fun. So I don't know if anybody on here loves craps, but that might be a good option for you to go to the station casinos and play the bubble craps for $1. They also have those electronic crap machines that has a live dealer there, and you're throwing dice. That they have at most of the casinos here, but at the stations they're $5 minimum, And here on the strip, it's 10 to 15. At 15's rough. Like if I want to play a table game, I really don't want to bring more than 100 or two. Joy. Oh, so you see that machine was made the same maker of the Huff and. Do you like the Huff and Puff games? I feel like there's like 20,000 versions of Huff and Puff now, and each new version they make is harder to win than the next. But if you do win, it's like enormous, but it's almost impossible to hit those bonuses. I think like the Huff and More Puff is probably still decent. When you get to the even more Puff that has the double wheel on it, it's like very hard to hit those bonuses. And some of these other ones, like the Money Mansion and the other one where you're going up like the levels, like those are so hard to hit the bonuses. They leave tickets at the machines because they don't want to cash out their 20 cents. Yeah, that's the newest thing in Vegas. Well, not the newest thing, but it's as of a few years ago. They stopped giving you your change. Wow, 18,000 in a machine? That's awesome. I've never won a jackpot in the 5 digits. Never. I think my highest is on video poker is getting a dollar royal. Oh no. I stand corrected. When I first moved here, like within a couple of months, I was playing at a locals casino called the Fiesta, which is no longer around. The Station Casinos owned it, and they actually destroyed it after COVID. They knocked it down, so it's gone. But I had been playing in there, and I didn't even know how to play video poker. So what I did is I walked up to one of these machines that you play like 3 hands at the same time, and not knowing what I was doing, it's always the best way. Of course, I should have quit after that, never ever played ever again. But not knowing what I was doing, I put a $5 bill in the machine and it hit max bet. Well, on quarters, that's betting $3.75 a hand. And that one hand, it dealt me a royal flush, so I got all three of them. But it had a special progressive, and it was 7,500. That was the highest jackpot I've ever had. And I've never since then had anything that high. The best I've done is a royal flush on a dollar machine, and I don't even play dollars consistently enough. I'll play dollars, like I start with quarters, and then I go up to 50 cent, and then I switch to dollar, and then I start losing and go down to quarter again. Like, otherwise, like I don't even just play dollars. Oh, that's cool, Joy. I met, you said I met your mom at the buffet at Genting Palace. That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mrs. CV's in the back saying, I think I remember them.
Yeah.
We love it when we're out and about and people see us and say hi. We love to meet you. So if you ever see us walking around, please say hello. We love it. We absolutely love to meet people that watch our channel. And even if you don't, say hello. Nothing wrong with that.
We say happy birthday to them.
Hey, Gail, happy 4th of July to you. Oh, good weather in Virginia, huh? Well, everybody that's on now, I don't want to disappoint you. The fireworks already happened here. It happened at 9 Pacific Standard Time, which is about an hour ago is when it happened. Yes, Tracy, unfortunately, you did miss the fireworks. It was at 9 o'clock. But if you go over to our Facebook page, Explore Vegas, this is Evie, the wife. She posted some clips of the fireworks on there. And then, of course, when we end the live stream, we'll go ahead and post on our YouTube channel so you can go back and watch it as well. But it did already happen. It happened at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time about an hour ago. So we need some good ideas. What do y'all want to see us go film? Here's a great question for everybody. Should we film something that's not a restaurant? Do you want us to film hotels? Do you want us to film Slot machines. Do you want to? Oh yeah, Mrs. Evie is showing me that she put the fireworks on Facebook. So definitely check it out. Do you want us to film like attractions? We went on the high roller today. We went on the high roller and took some pictures on the high roller, which I'll post on Facebook at some point. The ABC store, we could post. We could do that actually. We could walk in the ABC store and film it a little bit. I wonder if they'd mind me going in there and filming. I'd just walk in there and try. We may have talked a little bit about the ABC stores in one of our cheap eats videos. But yeah, we could try that. Yeah, we'll go back to the Wynn Buffet at some point, Joy. Yeah, I know, Gal. Everybody kind of likes our food videos. I mean, that's what we're more known for. And we don't mind. We don't mind continuing to do those also. We're always just curious if anybody wants to see anything else. Because we are local here and we can... Oh, the go-kart place, huh? That'd be cool. We are locals here and we have access to other things. And what we've learned, like when we have run into like people when we're out and about and they say hello to us, they thank us for our videos and they say, we watch and it's given us some good ideas on where to go eat when we're there. So we were like, well, we're so glad that we're so happy that it helps people when we make these videos. We're like, should we do other things other than just filming food? Like maybe stay in some of the hotels and film what the rooms look like, and then we can we wouldn't be able to like eat in all the restaurants. That'd be way too expensive to do, but we could at least like show what's available to eat in the restaurants, something like that. Yeah, what are there to do? What is there to do other than eating and casinos? And there's a lot to do in Vegas other than eating and casinos. There's a lot to do locally in Vegas. There's a lot more to do on the Strip other than casinos. On the left side of the screen there, you kind of get a little view of the fountains. I can't really get too much of that. Just a small view of it. Right there. There you go. They're kind of shooting up there by the Bellagio. But there's a lot to do. A lot of cool things to do. We have some museums. For kids, a lot of the arcades. Local perks or places with rides. So there are a lot of things to do that locals have to do, but you'd be surprised. The casinos, okay, so the casinos, they don't like to give locals a lot of deals anymore. They used to do a lot more of that. Now they don't. But it seems like we've all heard like the tourism is slowing down a little bit in Vegas and just a little bit, like maybe a few percent, 5-6%, something like that, 7% even. Which basically means instead of 100 people on the street, there's 93 people on the street. So it's still pretty busy here, but as it has slowed down a little more, you're seeing a couple of places start to throw some little deals at you, but some of those deals are good and some of them not so much. Like Resorts World, but then that's not a locals deal. Resorts World has said for the rest of the summer, no parking fees anymore and no resort fees. There's a couple of like locals deals where they give some discounts on the restaurants, but the problem with that for the locals is if you discount a restaurant where the prices are like 4 times as much as what it would be to go eat off of the Strip, and you discount it by like 20%, we're still overpaying to eat that food, and then we got to pay to park here. Now, most locals don't want to do that. It's just too much money. In our case, it doesn't matter as much because we have like the Caesars credit card and the MGM credit card. We got it so that we don't have to pay for parking, on the Strip. So this way, like, there's only a few hotels we really have to pay to park at, and those really aren't a big deal. Like Wynn and Encore, they give 3 or 4 hours or so free for locals. So if we go film the buffet, let's say, we can usually park for free anyway. Same with Venetian and Palazzo. You get a few hours free. Treasure Island is still free for everyone as long as you're doing something in Treasure Island, they say. But in Fontainebleau, I don't know if they still have a few hours free for locals. They had just had free parking for locals, but they had changed it recently. So we don't get so many deals. Oh, you get a lot of comps from the M, huh? You know, what's even more disappointing is the station casinos, which are on the outskirts of town. They're all around town. The the amount of stuff they would have given to locals has really decreased a lot. They still have some like crazy gifts or things like that. Oh, thank you, Gail. Seafood dinners. Okay, well, we'll keep working on seafood dinners. Thank you so much, Gail. That means a lot to us. Um, the station casinos, I feel like the promotions after COVID, they just kind of went away. It's like they're almost non-existent now. They send me like flyers with $5 in free play, even though I have one of them. The station casinos about 6-7 minutes from my house. I don't even feel like it's worth driving over there to get $5 in free play. It's well, if I staycation there, they're gonna charge me like half the resort fee and a discounted rate. I'd rather not. Somebody said, "Can I say lobster like the way I do when I film?" You mean like lobster? Yeah, lobster and king crab legs. Lobster. Yeah, the seafood and ribeye and filet mignon. Those are my favorite things to eat. So I love like lobster, king crab leg, snow crab leg, all the expensive seafood. You know, the missus, she loves the oysters. Hi, Che. I noticed you're asking when the fireworks start. Sorry to say they are over already. We just kept hanging out on the live stream because so many folks are on. The fireworks were at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you go to our Facebook page, our Mrs. EV, the Mrs. She put some clips of the fireworks on there. And then when we're done with the live stream, when I disconnect from it, I'll make sure that it gets uploaded to the YouTube page so you can still watch it. But if you don't want to wait for that, flip over to our Facebook page and you can see some of the fireworks. They are over though, no more fireworks for tonight. So if anybody else is kind of hanging out thinking it's starting, it's already done. It finished about an hour and 10 minutes ago, or about an hour ago it finished. Let's see. Seafood. Oh yeah, there are a lot of seafood restaurants in town. Oh, we're gonna go to one. It's not Viking. I know somebody said Viking before. We do want to go to that one too, but we are gonna go to another seafood restaurant. I don't know when we'll put the video out. Um, we both normally work in education, but now's the summertime, so we have a little bit more time for filming than we normally do. So we're getting ahead of ourselves a bit. But we are going to another seafood boil place. It is in Henderson, and it's one that we have not filmed before. Is that Che? No fireworks tonight? The fireworks already happened, Che. So just in case you're hearing me, hopefully my microphone's still working, but the fireworks happened about an hour ago. Go to our Facebook page to Explore Vegas on Facebook and you'll see some clips of the fireworks. Yeah, definitely seafood dinners. That's a good one for sure, Gail. We'll do more of those. And then Gail, you're gonna have to keep us honest if we're if the fish is not authentic. You're gonna spot it. We always know. But that's good. So a lot of times when I'm filming it, I'm looking at something right as I'm filming it, and I'm like, this doesn't look real, but I think Gail's gonna tell me when she sees it. She'll know. Monty, short running. What does short running mean? We need to do some more steakhouses, I think. I love steakhouses. As long as it's good quality. Maybe some more off-strip steakhouses. Green Valley Ranch has a really good one, Hank's. We went to Hank's for Mother's Day. They had a Mother's Day brunch buffet, but we should go back there and film like the steakhouse. Or even in Durango, Nico's Steakhouse. Although they're pretty expensive. Yeah, Hank's is kind of up there too. But both are probably less than the strip itself. Maybe even Voodoo Steakhouse in the Rio. I've never filmed there. I don't even remember if I've eaten there or not. Yeah, Hank's is very pretty, I agree. Um, South Point, Lago a long time ago, and it was really good. It's very expensive there. I mean, maybe we can go back and film like Lago or even Prime at Bellagio. I feel like you're paying a little bit more for the fountains than you are the food, though. Like it's just they've got 5-star pricing, and it's 3.5 to 4-star food. But then that's like the Eiffel Tower restaurant and the top of the Strat restaurant. You know, you're paying 5-star restaurant prices, and it's 3.5 to 4-star food. Is it good food? Yeah, it's good food. It's better than average for sure, but the experience is what you're paying for. And I feel like in Lago and Prime, you're kind of paying for that experience a bit. Anywhere else to recommend? We have MGM credit and want to go somewhere nice. Um, what kind of food do you want to eat? Do you want steak? Do you want Asian food? The Aria. What is the name of the dim sum restaurant in Aria? That one was pretty good. Din Tai.
I don't know.
Din Tai Fung. I can't remember what it's called, but that place is pretty good. In Aria, which you should be able to use your MGM credit there. It's an MGM property. Let's see. Jasmine. We like Jasmine in the Bellagio. Pretty good Asian food. We've been there a few times. Oh, Din Tai Fung, yeah, in Aria. So I mean, it might depend on what kind of food you like.
We went to New Asian barbecue today.
Oh yeah, earlier today, we went off the strip into Chinatown to eat. There are a lot of really cool places to eat in Chinatown. We got to start making some videos of restaurants in Chinatown. So it's called New Asian Barbecue, and it's so packed there. It's very, very busy there. When you go there, you got to go inside and take a number. I didn't even know that right away, so I stood outside for a while without doing that. And then they serve you dim sum. They kind of like wheel the carts up to your table, but you can also order like barbecue pork, barbecue beef. They have like lobster in the tank and king crab in the tank, so you could order that too. I don't have any African food places. Filipino buffets. Let me see what the best Filipino buffet would be. Gosh, what is that one that's on Maryland, Mrs. Evie? By the Boulevard Mall.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of that. There's one in Henderson called Pinoy 1968. That's a cute little restaurant, and that one's kind of nice. It's not too expensive either. The Noi Pits, I don't know what the story is with them. Like, they have a buffet, then they don't have a buffet. They're in Town Square, which is a little bit south of the Strip. And the food's okay, but like they don't consistently run the buffet. When they do it, it's on the weekends. Um, I don't get into the Filipino buffets as much, so it's harder to recommend them. But those are the ones we have a little bit more experience with. There's another one that's on Maryland Parkway, and I can't remember the name of it right now. If I remember it, I'll say it. But if you like just Asian buffets, um, there's a couple of cool places you could go. There are these inexpensive, not beautiful ambiance by any means. So if you're looking for a beautiful like scenery, you're not going to get it. But this chain called Buffet at Asia, and they have a ton of seafood. You can get legit like on the weekends. You can get snow crab and fried lobster, and you'll pay in the 20s for that, which is like the bargain of the century. And it really is snow crab. And they have a ton of sushi at those as well. There's another place. There's a sushi restaurant called Ace Sushi and Seafood Asian Fusion, and that's on Flamingo and Pecos. What they have on Wednesdays and Sundays is a special all-you-can-eat sushi, which includes sashimi, so you could like unlimited sashimi. They also have like seafood boil there, so you could order a seafood boil with the mixed food and like the corn and the potatoes, and they'll give you crab legs and shrimp and mussels and clams, or you could just order like crab legs if you want. You can get it like spicy, you can get it just steamed. That's also included in that special. I think it's 46 bucks and you get everything. All the sushi, sashimi, the seafood, everything. We love that place. It's a good deal, that one. Crab and Spice. They have 3 locations. There's one in Chinatown, one in Henderson, and one in North Las Vegas. That's a seafood restaurant I would recommend. So they do. You have to get this seafood boil that includes some shrimp and mussels and scallops, and then one snow crab cluster. After that, you can get as much of the other stuff as you want, but you can't get any more of the snow crab unless you do all you can eat add-on. So I think they have a snow crab add-on for like another 20 bucks. But then they have for 30, it's either 39 or 41 now. I can't, they keep changing the price, so I don't remember, but they had a king crab add-on where like for another 39 on top of the all you can eat price, you can have unlimited king crab legs. And you can get it in all those delicious like garlic butters, or you can get it steamed. And they also have whole lobsters there too. So there's a whole lobster add-on special. And that's Crab and Spice. They do that like at all their locations. It's really cool. I think they have a Dungeness one now too. Dungeness crab special. King's Fish House. I think that's in the district in Green Valley. Been there a couple of times. It's okay. Like I never not I would go there again if others were going there, but I don't know if it's anything that stood out. I mean, they had some okay fish there. The King's Fish House. But man, yeah, I want to do some more restaurants in Chinatown. There's so many good ones. It's a lot of like hot pot type of places, a lot of Korean barbecues. Ever since I've been married to Mrs. Evie, I've grown to love the Korean barbecues more and more.
Yeah. Teach you how to eat dim sum too.
She taught me how to eat dim sum as well. Now I got really good at all the Asian foods. Thai food, we love Thai food. So Thai restaurants, we have a couple of good ones. Weira Thai is good. They have several locations. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them now, but Weira Thai is really good. Lotus of Siam is another popular one. That one's really good too. That one's a little harder to get in, and I don't like that they have some hidden fees they add to your bill in there. for Lotus of Siam. So just watch for that. There's like some extra service fee they stick on your bill there. The food is really good, and they have a very extensive menu. But I would actually just recommend Weira Thai over Lotus of Siam. Less touristy and great food. There's another Thai restaurant that has two locations, one in Henderson and one in Chinatown, called Lamai, that makes really good. We actually did a video on that on Lamai. Really good Thai food. If you like, they have like some Thai food with like lobster and ribeye, and you know how I love lobster. Lobster. And they have some with rib, like there's like a curry with ribeye in it. So, oh, Block 9, yep. Beard Papas, what kind of desserts do they have there? Well, that's what we need to do. We need to do a dessert video. We did go to Angie's Lobster, Tracy. We did that in one of our Cheap Eats videos. We showed they actually have some breakfast options there too. Now I think they changed the menu. They have even more options that aren't seafood, but they have some salads now for $5. But we did get the lobster roll and the snow crab roll there. Yes, I did hear Buffalo Bills is closing. I don't even. It may already be closed. If not, I think it may. If it's not already, then it might be tomorrow. It was closing like super fast. And there were so many like rumors circulating on, oh, it's just the hotel, but the casino is going to stay open. And then I saw something that everything is closing. They're just going to reopen Buffalo Bills here and there when they have concerts. Otherwise, it's closed. Ooh, cream puff filled donuts. And claw machines. Wow. That sounds very addicting. Food-wise and gaming-wise. Secret entrance to Area 51 now. Oh, you pick your filling too? Oh, that sounds good. Well, being that the missus is Asian, we probably would want ube filling if they had it. Right? So that's probably what we would choose is ube filling. Or taro. Or green tea. Red bean. Nah, not so much red bean.
I love red bean.
Oh, she's saying red bean's good. Oh, man. Is Junior sleeping?
Yes, he snore.
Oh my goodness, the little guy fell asleep. That's great. He's been so quiet.
He tired from food.
We took him to the pool for 2 hours earlier today. And he's autistic, so he likes to be very repetitive. All he did was like swim in circles in the pool for 2 hours. Gordon Ramsay burger. The one in the Flamingo? That's the newest one, right? We've already eaten in there. You know, we had a food credit at Caesar's Palace and we ate in there. Is the burger good? Absolutely. The burger tastes great. It's very expensive though, but then that's Vegas. You're definitely paying for the experience somewhat. The new location in the Flamingo has a burger with a pink bun on it. So that's pretty cool. But we did eat there once. We didn't film it. It was like spur of the moment just because we had food credit. We could probably make a video on Gordon Ramsay restaurants. Just feel like everyone I've eaten at, it's so overrated. You're paying 2/3 of it is for the experience and 1/3 of it is for the food. Happens a lot with the restaurants on the strip. You're paying for the experience. Like in the food court at the Flamingo. Dinner for two, $82. You're paying for the experience, I guess. It's going to take me a little while to get over that. Paying $82 for dinner for two in the food court here at the Flamingo. I guess that makes me a tourist yesterday. Because we were too lazy to go where the cheap eats are. We know where the cheap stuff is, yet we still overpaid. Foolish, very foolish. It was exhaustion, that's what it was. Oh, good for you. If you have an electric car, nearly every hotel has a set of spots, like, so that you can charge your vehicle when you park here. So you shouldn't have any problem. Well, that's good they have Ubi there, Melissa. That will make the missus very happy if we try that out. Prime rib video. I need to do a prime rib video. They have downtown, the Fremont Hotel. They still have a prime rib special at Tony Roma's. I don't know what it's up to now. We'll find out when we go do the video there, or I should say myself, because I don't really take Junior to Fremont Street, so I'll find out when I go there to film it. But that's in the afternoons. But I don't know if it's like $12.99 or so now. They still have the steak and lobster special. I think that's $15.99 now. Maybe it's more. Who knows? When I filmed a video for Cheap Eats, it was $13.99. So it's either $15.99 or $18.99 or something. Everything keeps going up. Oh, no go on prime rib, but the steak. Oh, Ellis Island. Yeah, go to Ellis Island for the steak. So they have the $9.99 steak special. So there's one catch to that special. To get it for $9.99, you have to sign up for a free player card, and then you have to bet $5 worth in the slots to get the coupon to make it $9.99. Otherwise, it's $11.99. So you can bet $5. Let's say if you bet it and you win it back, then cash out and then go print your coupon. Because all you have to do is bet the $5. But if you don't want to do that, then the special is $11.99, which is still an amazing deal. It's a good sized steak. Then you get the mashed potatoes and the green beans. It's a full plate. You'll definitely be full from eating that. Ellis Island. And they have the steak and eggs in the morning. It's a bit more, but it's still a good deal. I think I put the breakfast steak and eggs in a Cheap Eat video. Either the last one or the one before that. Tricia says, do you live in Las Vegas, an apartment or a house? We live in a house in Las Vegas. We've been in our house for 7 years now. But we do live in a house in Las Vegas. It's not in Vegas, it's in Henderson, actually. So Henderson, Vegas is really like Henderson, then you have Vegas, and then you have Summerlin. And then there are like some little areas of town, like people will say Enterprise, or they'll say like Mountain's Edge, you know, Winchester. Like there are these little areas in Vegas. I really wouldn't call them towns on their own, but we live in Henderson, which is east of Vegas, and then Summerlin is west of Vegas. And I still see a ton of fireworks way out in the distance. If we were local, you'd still be hearing them every 2 seconds. So Mrs. Evie is logged in her account right now. And commenting. She's joined us. Even though she's 3 feet from me. She's helping with the convo. Wow, we've been on this for an hour and 2 minutes. That's cool.
Tell them about the story how we start making channel.
How we start making a channel. Mrs. Evie says, tell you about how we started our channel. Well, the channel was started by Mrs. Evie, not by me. She was home with Junior after he was born, and
During COVID.
it was during COVID. So he was born in January, right before COVID started, where everything got shut down. So she was home with him, and I was at work. And she said, oh, I think maybe I want to start a YouTube channel. I can maybe, learn how to be successful on it. And I can do that. And who knows, maybe make some money and contribute to the house a little. So she started reviewing children's games. Hi, John. Welcome. She started reviewing kids' games. And she did that for a while. I don't know if they're still on there, if you were look at the oldest videos on the channel.
I put it private.
Oh, she took them off already. So she was doing it, but she didn't really like it, and there wasn't a lot of views on it. And then we talked one day and decided, hey, you got to do something that maybe interests people a little bit more, that folks are interested in. And then she said, well, maybe Las Vegas. We live right here in Vegas, and everybody wants to visit Vegas, and we're right here. So I still hadn't been really part of the channel yet. She then said, okay, well, I just want to go, I don't want to be on camera. I'm too shy. I'm going to go do walking tours everywhere. So we would walk in and out of the hotels, and I would just follow her with Junior in his carriage, and she would just film the hotel with her camera and then upload it. And then we even did that at some of the buffets. She just filmed the whole buffet, never talked, never did anything. It was just, here's what it looked like. And then we put some background music in and upload it.
I got the security chase me too.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where they're like, you got to leave, or you got to stop filming. But we noticed a pattern in the videos where when we went to buffets that folks really liked it more. Or the food seemed to be more attractive to people watching the channel. So we started to do more of that. We started to go to more of restaurants and more of buffets, and just kept doing that. But then at one point, Mrs. said, hey, why don't you just do a little guided tour of the food? And I think we did that with maybe the Bacchanal or something. The Bacchanal or the Win, or the Bacchanal, where it was just my voice. We still weren't on there. And people started to love those videos. And we never really appeared on camera until I think we were in the Palms buffet. The Palms had reopened with new ownership because the Station Casinos owned it. And they closed it in COVID, and they sold it to one of the tribes. And they reopened it, and they reopened a buffet in there. And they had a lobster buffet. And I think we were just enjoying ourselves so much in this lobster buffet. It was $65, and they had whole lobsters, as many as you wanted. And it was this really cool experience. So then we started filming ourselves in that one, and everyone was shocked. There we were, oh, that's you. You look like somebody else. I don't even know who you were. And then ever since then, we've been in the videos, and it changed from just doing a tour to doing a tour and sharing what we thought of the food, if we liked it, didn't like it. Then it just it kept growing and growing and growing. So now we try to change where we can and just keep it exciting for you all. Someone said, I don't see any of the fireworks. So the fireworks already happened. It happened about an hour and a half ago. We just stayed on the live stream because a lot of folks are still on here. If you want to see the fireworks, please go to our Facebook page, and we've uploaded some clips there for you. Or wait until the live stream is over, and we'll upload it, and you can go back to the beginning of it. The fireworks happened at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Already over, unfortunately. So at this point, we're just chatting away now. I'm sipping water and talking to everybody. Fireworks aftermath or chat or something. I don't know how to change it while it's going though. We were actually struggling when we first started the live. I had one scheduled and planned, and then like I wanted to start it, and it was telling me I needed to like rotate my phone the other way and not give you this view, give you like the vertical view. I don't like that in the fireworks though, because then you can't see all of them. So I had to like disconnect that one and reconnect a new one to be able to do that. And there was a setting I couldn't figure out. But I don't know how to change the title while we're still in it. I would do more live streams on the strip, maybe at night. The only issue we ever run into is a copyright issue. So when we walk around on the strip itself and there's music playing in the background, they give us like copyright strikes on YouTube, which it's not like just a monetization thing, like we're worried about the money. Like if you keep getting those strikes, then you get it. They actually like it jeopardizes your channel, like, and we don't want to do that. So I found that if I do live stream on the strip, I have to like be quick and delete it right away before like we get before they recognize like it's copyright or anything like that. But maybe we can start doing some again. Daytime right now is just impossible. It's so hot outside. And we don't staycation too often. We did it here to do the fireworks, but I think the last staycation we had was New Year's to do fireworks. So we don't staycation often enough to do these in the rooms. We probably could do some, at home even every now and again, just chat with everyone. Of course, you wouldn't have the strip in the background when we're chatting, but we probably could do some like that. Well, let's see. We can try that. But we're probably not going to stay on too much longer. Maybe another like 5-10 minutes because my phone battery's starting to get a little low. Let's see where that's at. Battery doesn't last me as long as it used to. We do most of our filming on this phone now. We have all these like expensive cameras, and now we've like just gotten used to using our phones instead. The iPhone 15 and above, the cameras have gotten so good at like auto adjusting and fixing things that we're not like pros on the cameras, like on the video editing side of that. Happy 4th, Trisha. Happy 4th to everybody on here. We still have 105 on the live stream. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. What time is it? My goodness, 10:40 already. Can't believe it. Yeah, little guy fell asleep, which I can't believe he falls asleep while I'm talking. In the background there. He was on his iPad though. And we're just relaxing. It's actually a pretty amazing view of the strip. I can't think of a better way to relax than to look at all this and chat with all of you and share it with everyone. Share it with all of you who support our channel, and we're so appreciative of that. I always say that, like when we run into people when we're out and about, I always say, thank you for watching, because I mean, and thank you to all of you who are on right now. Like, seriously, thank you. Like, you make the channel what it is. Like, if you don't watch, we don't have a channel. So just thank you to all of you for watching our videos, the live stream. The support is so appreciated. And please, if you see us when you're out and about, definitely say hi. We love to talk with folks all the time. It's actually fun meeting folks. One of my favorites. Hi, Isaac. One of my favorites was when we were in the South Point hotel. We were not filming. We were just there with my parents, eating at the South Point buffet. So we were not filming the buffet, but we were eating there. And all around us were people who knew who we were, and they were saying hello, which was amazing. We always loved that. But we met a family from Kenya who watched our videos, and they thanked us, they said they were there at the buffet that day because they had watched our video. And then there were some folks from New York at another table, and then some folks from California at another table. It felt like all around us there were just people from different parts of the country and even other countries, and then there was some locals there as well. So that was really cool. We really enjoyed it. Oh, Isaac, yeah, you got still people lighting off fireworks locally, huh? So I have everything pointed at Caesars, but like if I turn it out here this way, you can kind of see in the distance they're still lighting off fireworks like out in the neighborhoods behind Vegas. That might be a little bright. I apologize for that. Maybe if I zoom out better. But here and there, there's still some fireworks in the distance. I know. Secure the dogs. The dogs don't really like the fireworks. The Flamingo Hotel really isn't that bad. I hear a lot of or some people call it the Dirty Bird. That's the room, and the Dirty Bird is the Flamingo. We're in what's called a renovated Flamingo room. It's not a suite. It's just a plain room, 2 queen beds. And Isaac, yeah, we're going to end in a couple of minutes. And it's not super fancy, but it's clean, and it's got a refrigerator in the room. Not a mini bar, but a refrigerator. And you're on the center of the Strip. So it's a budget hotel right in the middle of all the action. I think that's pretty good. It's not dirty. No, George, they did not tear down the Flamingo. It's still here. That's where we're filming. We're filming inside of the Flamingo. I've stayed in nearly every hotel on the Strip, and I'll say this. Even some of the better ones that you think are the better ones, there are issues. Like, I remember being in the Wynn Hotel, and it looked like there was, in the bathroom, it looked like that edge, where the tile meets the tub, was dirty and needed cleaning. And this is in the Wynn. The Wynn is supposed to be, one of the best hotels on the Strip, right? Caesars is Caesars Palace is the top hotel in the Caesars collection. And you can be in their rooms and see issues in their rooms. Bellagio, not always perfect, and that's one of MGM's better hotels, right? There's Bellagio, and now Cosmo is part of their collection. And even there, not everything in there is tip-top all the time. So I got no complaints with the Flamingo. I think it's a good value for the money. And actually, when you look at some of the other budget hotels, like I like the room better here than the room we had in the Excalibur when we stayed there. The Luxor, I have not stayed in the pyramid rooms. I've only stayed in the tower room. The tower room is actually pretty nice, but I hear the pyramid rooms need some repair. The Riviera, I am bummed I never got to stay there. Never got to stay in the Riviera. We've been in the MGM, and the rooms there could use some renovating. Definitely could. Um, we stayed in New York before they renovated the rooms, not since then. And the rooms were okay then. The hotel is, I love that hotel. It's got such a cool vibe to it. It's so unique. Well, then I'm from New York, so maybe that's part of it. Let's see. Wynn and Encore are beautiful. Encore, the rooms are even a little bit bigger than Wynn. I have not stayed in the Venetian, but I really want to because that little like kind of two-story suite, that's their standard room. So I'm looking forward to that. We we did stay in the Mirage a few times actually. We used to be able to get all the My Vegas like free rooms, but they don't like to give those to locals, so like they've blocked us from getting those rewards. Otherwise, we'd probably stay more, which is what they don't want because they know like we're just going to stay in the room and not gamble because we're locals. The Paris even has issues in the rooms sometimes, but the rooms are nice there, and the hotel is pretty cool. A fridge in the Paris too. That's right. Horseshoe has a fridge in the room, I think. The Horseshoe actually has pretty good sized rooms in it.
Which room that have balcony?
Oh, the balcony room. Yeah, I did have a balcony room at the Paris. So what they did is they took the one tower in the Horseshoe that faces the Strip, and they renovated it, made it part of the Paris hotel. So that's the newest tower. And in that tower, they have some balcony rooms now. And I did get a balcony room way back. I think I posted pictures of it. Pretty pretty nice room. The room is not huge. It's a small room, but it has a nice little balcony that looks right out to the fountains at the Bellagio. It's perfect spot. If you're looking for an alternative to the Cosmo, if you're wanting a balcony room, because Cosmo prices can get up there, then that might be a possibility. Otherwise, it's hard to find balconies on the Strip. The Bellagio has like maybe 8 rooms in the whole hotel that have balconies. They're suites, and they cost a pretty penny to stay at. And Caesars, it looks like their rooms have balconies, but um, see, like, I'm gonna point right over there. That's the Nobu over there. We have stayed in the Nobu, and they look like they have balconies there. You cannot go out on the balconies. It's all decoration. So no go on that. Some of the hotels I think behind the Strip, like there's something called the Platinum, like they may actually have like usable balconies on them. You met Frank Sinatra. Well, I am jealous of that. I would have loved to have met Frank Sinatra. Growing up in New York and going to baseball games at Yankee Stadium and always hearing Sinatra at the very end of them, yeah, I would have loved to have met Frank Sinatra. That would have been cool. Definitely jealous of that. Well, I think we are just about at the end of our live stream here because my phone is going to die. And if I plug it in, then my microphone goes out. I only got the one jack there. And I don't want to abruptly disconnect. I want to be able to say goodnight and goodbye to everybody. But thank you for everybody who hung out with us even after the fireworks. Thank you for for staying on the live and joining us. It means a lot to us. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate your support. Keep watching our videos, and when you see us, definitely say hi to us. That means so much to us. All of it means so much. All of your support. Thank you from myself and from Mrs. Evie for supporting us. We hope you have a very, what's left of it, happy 4th of July. And we'll see you in the next video on Thursday. Always Thursday at 2 o'clock. Thanks again, everybody, and have a great evening.